any drinks or whatever that you consume, any food products that are, say, no sugar or diet products, often contain some form of artificial sweetener, such as sucralose, such as Splenda, such as aspartame. So my experience is basically about 3 months ago, I actually, without really consciously being aware of it, I increased my intake of artificial sweeteners quite a lot. Mainly through the food products that I was consuming and through the drinks that I was consuming. So I chose for the sugar-free versions. I was really into licorice, like sugar-free licorice, and products like that. I really liked green tea without sugar in it, but with artificial sweeteners in it instead. So I actually just consumed a lot of that stuff over, I'd say, about 2 weeks. Again, it wasn't something that I was necessarily consciously doing, but I just kind of, started liking certain sugar-free products, and I started just consuming them a lot more. The way it is when you really like certain products, then you start to just consume them or use them a lot more. Well, that's what happened to me. And then what I noticed, it was really hard not to notice this, I started losing huge amounts of hair. Huge amounts of hair. I've never suffered that much hair loss. And I'd say I lost about 50% of my hair, give or take, about 50% of my hair fell out after 2 weeks of eating a diet that was very high in artificial sweeteners. I'm not including stevia here, not stevia or agave nectar or anything like that. However, it was the artificial sweeteners, the chemical artificial sweeteners, that really triggered this immense hair loss. So obviously that was really alarming, that was really something that really kind of woke me up completely. And well, in my case, my hair loss was triggered by all this aspartame and sucralose and all that. If you are in doubt about what exactly aspartame is, then do Google it. And also you might want to Google aspartame poisoning, because it is possible to consume too much aspartame so that you start having symptoms such as hair loss or you name it. There's a whole range of things that it can produce, from headaches to migraines to weight gain to weight loss to depression to high blood pressure. I mean, you name it, the list goes on. So I guess for each person, perhaps the level of aspartame varies that you can actually handle. However, why would you want to be consuming something in your diet which is actually not good for your body, and then you tolerate it in small amounts, but actually it's not good for you, So that was a massive wake-up call for me. 3 months later, my hair's grown back, thank goodness. But that was specifically through me really changing my diet to make sure my diet was actually nutritious, to make sure I was getting all the nutrients that I would need to grow back my hair. I also totally stopped consuming any form of artificial sweetener, such as aspartame, sucralose, all that. Completely stopped. I haven't touched it since then. I haven't wanted to touch products like that since then, No more diet cokes or whatever for me. No thank you. Not after I've seen what these products can do. Instead, I've switched to things like stevia or agave nectar. Agave nectar is actually very nice. I like it a lot. And both of these are natural, plant-based alternatives to sugar that sweeten your drinks, for example. So yeah, that was basically my story and my experience with aspartame. All I can say is, well, for me, I don't want to consume a product just because it, for example, is better for my teeth, because it doesn't decay my teeth, but in the long term, or perhaps not even in the long term, it's actually not good for you. It's actually not doing anything for your body. It's not fueling your body. It's not adding value in any way to your body, and it's actually potentially damaging your body.